around it because I had laser turrets everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they just melt creatures down. And I had an army of those flying robots like Codsworth floating around in there, like helping people and acting like traders and shit. It was cool. You'd go in there and waste a lot of bottle caps on shit, but eh.
Mm-hmm.
And the best gun in that game, man, I modded it a little bit. Like, not a lot, just a little bit to give it a bump to its damage. And a few moddable items, like a bigger mag and stuff like that. Was that Walther PPK you find?
Mm-hmm.
And I modded that thing out to where it was like a beast.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same gun in every aspect, but the damage output was ridiculous. It was like a multi, like the MIRV upgrade for the nuke gun. It was just a little pistol, and it would shoot like nukes out of it, like 8 of them at once. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried that, and like I was on the base PS4 though, and that thing I kept crashing it over and over.
Really, I never had a crash issue with mine, not once, until I started playing Cyberpunk. In Cyberpunk, it would just crash randomly all the time.
Oh yeah, my friend.
At first. And
Yeah.
then I got the PS5 and played Cyberpunk, and it crashes like once in a while, but only if the PS5 is warming up to a certain temperature.
Mm-hmm.
And then it will just crash, and I just let it sit for like an hour, and then I can go right back in and play for like 5 times as long. It's like really weird how that game is, but the only letdown for me going from PS4 to PS5 with like Cyberpunk, for instance, was that I was told that the flying cars were available on the PS5 version. Well, they're not. They're only available on the PC modded version. And the PC version, you can get flying cars in that. Which I really wanted the Type 66 Javelina to be able to fly, because I thought that thing would look dope as a flying car, but nope. But then they released a better car, the Type 66 Hoon. It's in honor of Ken Block, and that thing's a monster in that game. It just drifts without even trying. And it's an all-wheel drift, too, so it's like really cool. You're like sliding sideways around corners and shit. It's fun. And it's weaponized too, so you can drive down the road machine gunning people while you're slip sliding every which way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got built-in machine guns, so it's like a beast. With laser aiming.
Oh yeah.
You just click activate weapons, and then the 2 lasers pop up from either side of the car, and they're centered about 500 yards out, so anything up to that range, you're gonna hit them dead on with explosive bullets. Just rips cars apart. Fun as hell. Drift around on the freeway, just blowing cars up out of your way. I got it in a level 5 chase with Max Tac airdropping people in along the road, and I was just running them over. And going up hills, I'd shoot their airships out of the air.
Oh yeah.
With the car and just keep going. Stayed at 5 stars for like an hour and a half.
Oh man.
Before it just kind of went, the stars started flashing and then just disappeared. And I was like, how did I get away? I'm just on the freeway doing circles. I mean, what happened here?
Yep.
I finally got my save games from PS4 migrated over to my PS5, but now it's even better. on Cyberpunk because I got my save game from PS4 on there, and I had maxed out skill points at 9,999. So I just
Oh yeah.
unlocked everything in my skill trees, and now I'm a monster in the game. I could like walk into a room full of people and just hit um the the virus one that just infects everybody one at a time, and it just kills everybody in the room without me
Oh
ever
yeah.
triggering a warning or anything. It's like,
Mhm.
this is gonna be fun in Dogtown, so I went into Dogtown and did it in Stadium.
Okay.
Killed everybody that walked out with Songbird without firing a shot. And the gun I roll with is nasty. It's the gun that Hanson carries. The boss of Dogtown. He
Oh
carries this
yeah.
gun. It's an iconic, and it shoots explosive bullets
Oh.
that blow people's body parts off every time you hit them with it. So the first shot will like blow their arms off or maybe their legs, and then the next shot will take their head. You just blow it
That's
completely
cool.
off. It's a mean gun to use. It's like a two-shot kill for like anything that's over like a normal health bar for enemies. It's like insanity.
That's definitely cool.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is once you get an expansion pack to load in to where you can start going into Dogtown, there's a trader there. He's a black market trader. He sells all the legendaries, iconics in the game. So you could
Oh
buy
yeah.
everything and it appears on your gun wall finally in your stash. So you can get a good little wall going. Skippy is another good
Dayz.
iconic too. Talking gun,
Oh yeah, I like the talking gun.
but it's a smart gun, so you don't have to
Mhm.
aim. You just lock onto people and start holding the trigger down. It will just fucking wreck them. And Skippy will talk shit to you all the time, like you're gonna go to hell because you're killing so
Mhm.
many people.
Yep.
It's funny
I
as
never
hell.
made a threshold of it though, but they say that eventually something happens to the gun and it won't. It loses its function or something or.
No, when you first get them, you have to pick a mode, and it gives you two modes. There's Stone Cold
Mhm.
Killer mode, where he aims only for the head.
Yeah, that's the
Never
one.
pick that one first. Pick the
Okay.
puppy-loving pacifist first, where he blows off limbs instead. And you
Mhm.
run with that for the first 50 kills, and all of a sudden he'll tell you that you've dismembered 50 people, and ask you how it feels to have maimed or disabled 50 people. And then he'll switch permanently to Stone Cold Killer. And
That's
at
what I
that
messed
point,
up.
it's just like, after that, it's just a beast. And don't give him
Yep.
back to Regina. He'll yell at you and call you a bad owner, like all the time, but he'll still pop heads.
Yep.
Funny as hell.
Yeah,
Like
that's what
you
I
can
messed
give
up.
him back to Regina and get a reward for it, but it's like, why give him back? You don't have to. She doesn't even
Yep.
know you have Skippy to that point. So it's like,
Mhm.
why give him back? Just keep them and have fun with them until they introduce the more powerful handguns. And like the one I roll with now, I don't even need Skippy.
Yep.
And I think the worst mission emotionally is the one with the vending machine, the talking vending
Emotionally?
machine. Yeah, because you become friends with this vending machine. He like talks to you like a friend. And then he gets reprogrammed to where he loses that attribute. And then you're like, oh man, what happened? And then the game feels kind of empty for a while.
Mm.
It's
That
really
was emotional.
weird. Yeah, it is kind of emotional because you actually make a bond with this vending machine. It's really strange.
Does he sell you crack or something?
No, you don't crack.
Oh, he sells
It's
you crack.
just it, it like it like makes you feel kind of off after that point.
Ooh.
Like you want to go back there and talk to him, and then you show up there and there's no vending machine there anymore. It's like, damn, that's right. He got reprogrammed, and you run off, and you're like, fuck, dude, that kind of sucks. He was kind of fun to talk to, and he'd give you free fucking sodas all the time, and crack jokes with you and shit. It was really strange. Very few games can do that very effectively. Like most games, you don't get emotional about it all. You're just like, meh, that sucks, and then move on to the next mission, whatever.
Hmm.
But for some reason, Cyberpunk nailed it with Brandon, the vending machine. Let's see if any games were still on sale that I could get.
You ever add them to your wish list?
I do, but it doesn't notify me of anything when they get like a sale. It just tells me that the sale is on, and then half the time they're not in a sale.
Oh man, maybe it's like a setting or something.
So I
I've
just
ever
don't
since I
bother with it anymore. I
yeah,
just
I'll look into it to if it's a could be a setting. Because man, that
yeah.
thing really helps me, man. Like